Hi there, Rowena Morais here with yet another episode of the Job Seeker Help series. And today, this session is entitled Seek Recommendations. And by this, I'm referring to the recommendations section or feature that sits on your LinkedIn profile. This is a rather nifty little feature. It is powerful social proof because not only do you get a recommendation, you get to see who it's from, you get to see their photo if they've uploaded one, their name, their job title, and the company that they're with. So what makes this such a great part of your arsenal for your job search is that it allows somebody else to speak about you rather than just you talking about all the things that you can do, all the things that you're capable of, your expertise, and the projects that you worked on. This is an opportunity for others who work closely with you to step forward and talk about their experience of you, their experience of your work. And this really adds a lot more richness, more dimension and depth to your profile. Now, you can wait and see who might step up and offer to write a recommendation for you, but often that may take a bit of time and people are busy. So I say rather than wait for people to come forward and offer you a recommendation, reach out and ask. There's no harm in asking, and you might be surprised that you get a yes. Now, the trick is to know who to reach out to and how to do it so that you're successful. It's a fairly involved process on LinkedIn to get the recommendation. Basically, you send a request via the LinkedIn messaging facility. There is a link that you send with it. If the person is agreeable, they click on the link and they complete the section for the recommendation and they return it to you via the messaging app. And you click on it and you can see what they've written. There is, of course, an opportunity for you to decide what you'd like to do at that point. You can choose to send it back if there are errors or corrections you'd like to make, or you can accept what has been written and hit publish. Now, in the past, sometimes I've seen typos and little errors here and there in a recommendation that's been written. By and large, I have just hit publish because sometimes when you send it back for correction, it doesn't come back. People are busy. They mean well, but they're busy. And I want to avoid a situation where I don't get the recommendation after putting in all that effort. Neither do I want to be chasing them over and over for it. And so if it's a small enough error or typo, then hit publish and you're good to go. The best way to do this is to just reach out to them separately, offline or through WhatsApp or whatever way that you typically communicate with them, and see if they're happy to do that. For quick wins, I would say go to those who you already have good relationships with. They're likely to say yes. Get those recommendations in first, particularly if you don't have any recommendations at all at the moment. And once you have a couple of them up online and you are interested in going out and getting recommendations from others who you're a little bit uncertain, then when they go to the profile and they have a look, they'll see some others that have been written, and that may be a positive factor in your favor. I would also recommend that where you can, it is useful to draft something for them. It is incredibly daunting to stare at a page, even with the best of intentions, knowing that you want to write something, but to stare at the blank page and go, what do I have to say about this person? So give them a starting point. Think back to a situation that you worked together on a project or something, and talk about that project, talk about some of the results, talk about the process, talk about any challenges that you worked on together. Just try to be as factual as you can and anecdotal. And that is a good enough starting point for them to modify some of the things you've written. And you should highlight that even though you've drafted something, they're fully able to just, make whatever changes that they would like, as long as they feel comfortable with the final piece. And that's pretty much it. That's how I would suggest you go about seeking recommendations. But if you have any questions about any of this, feel free to send your questions by messaging me directly or drop a comment on LinkedIn. And here we go with Job Seeker Help Series, episode 21. Thank you.